Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to join you virtually for NetThing. This happens during an important time for digital cooperation. The COVID pandemic really has highlighted the need for governments, civil society, academia and the technical communities, and the private sector to discuss and to work together to ensure greater connectivity and to address challenges related to digital technologies. One example of this is education. As schools around the world have closed to prevent the spread of COVID-19, this has really shown us the need to bridge these digital divides. People that are connected, they've been able to attend virtual classes, take part in online tutoring, and access a whole range of resources online, whereas those that don't have access to the internet have been falling further behind. And another example of the need for digital cooperation is the environment. With more and more digital devices and consumption of electricity for these devices and e-waste, these are just some examples of how we need to work together to mitigate the impact that these technologies are having on the environment, while also looking at how we can take advantage of the opportunities that they represent to as far as efficiency and minimizing the adverse impact on the environment. Another example is child safety online. With many people going online during this pandemic, that has exposed more children to online predators. And this is an area where law enforcement, working with civil society and the technical community and private sector, can combat the exploitation of these children. So these are just three of many examples of how there's a need for greater cooperation and discussions and solutions among these different stakeholder groups. So among governments, civil society, academia, and the technical communities, as well as the private sector. And recognizing the need for greater digital cooperation, both nationally, regionally, internationally, the Secretary General of the United Nations established a high-level panel for digital cooperation. Co-chaired by Jack Ma and Melinda Gates, this panel obtained input from a range of stakeholders around the world and issued a report. And in this report, it mentioned a couple areas in which we could strengthen the Internet Governance Forum, for example, as one means of encouraging greater cooperation. And so this strengthened or enhanced Internet Governance Forum has been called the IGF Plus. And so this is one of several different models of improved global cooperation. And so in this IGF Plus model, this includes several elements and suggestions. One is to have a means of kind of incubating policies, and so that as we develop best practices and formulate ideas, that this incubator can serve as a means of sharing recommendations for policymakers. Another example is a help desk, so that as stakeholders in different countries and locations encounter internet governance challenges, then this help desk can assist them and connect them with different resources. So these were different suggestions in the report of the high-level panel. After the panel issued its report, then in June of this year, the Secretary General of the United Nations issued a report called A Roadmap for Digital Cooperation. This roadmap has three broad themes of connect, respect, and protect. So under connect, this really is focusing on how we can bridge these digital divides. What is required for us to ensure that everyone has meaningful access to the internet? In the area of respect, this is to ensure that human rights are respected online as well. And in the area of protect, this is highlighting areas of greater trust and security and ensuring that people are protected online. And so this roadmap included recommendations in 8 main areas: connect, digital inclusion, capacity building, human rights, digital public goods, trust and security, artificial intelligence, and global cooperation architecture. And so global cooperation architecture is a way of further developing some elements that were mentioned in the high-level panel's report. So it includes several measures to enhance the Internet Governance Forum and kind of already taking first steps towards the IGF+. And so this includes having a strategic and empowered multi-stakeholder advisory body or high-level body. It includes having a more focused IGF agenda based on a limited number of strategic policy issues, establishing a high-level segment in a ministerial or parliamentarian tracks at IGFs, also having stronger links among the global Internet Governance Forum and the regional, national, sub-regional, and youth initiatives, so including this Australian IGF or NetThing. And also better integrating the program into intersessional policy development work, addressing the long-term sustainability of the forum, and enhancing its visibility. So this is a series of recommendations that are contained in the roadmap. Now going forward, over the next couple months, then our office, in collaboration with the Multi-Stakeholder Advisory Group of the IGF and in consultation with DESA and the Executive Office of the Secretary General, are going to be discussing how we implement these recommendations and what the next steps will be. But really, it is very important that we better link what happens here at in Australia at your National Internet Governance Forum, that we connect this with the regional forums and with the global forum. You know, Australia has an excellent internet ecosystem. You have strong companies, you have excellent universities with very strong research and development capabilities. You have excellent government ministries and strong and vibrant civil society. And so as you tackle internet challenges and as you discuss what good policies would be, it's important that we share these beyond the internet, the Australian Internet Governance Forum. That your best practices and experiences can be shared with other countries, and that these best practices and discussions can be shared at the global level. And so that's why we really hope to see better linkages between what you are doing with the regional and with the global IGF. And so we really need your voices. We need your experiences. We need your best practices. And we hope that you won't hesitate to share them with us and to let us know your views, not just on internet policy issues, but also on IGF itself. How can the IGF be strengthened? How can we better support you? How can we make NetThing and the next Australian IGF even better? So please don't hesitate to reach out to me or our office and let us know what we can do. We right now are looking at how we can strengthen and support you and the other national IGFs, and how at the global level, how we can make the Internet Governance Forum more relevant and timely and really meet your needs. So whether you are a government ministry, whether you are a city government, whether you are a tech startup, or if you are already established tech company, if you're a domain name registry, if you are a civil society organization that is helping on some of these issues that I mentioned earlier, or if you are an academic, we need to hear from you. And so I hope that you have an excellent forum, and I hope that you will be engaged with us as we look at how to implement the roadmap and as we seek ways to improve digital cooperation going forward. So I hope that you have an excellent NetThing, and I'm so happy that I've been able to share a couple remarks with you, and I look forward to collaborating with you in the future. Thank you very much.